of you all remember as well as I do when Russia put Sputnik up. And when John Kennedy was president, suddenly we had a big upgrade in our curriculums. Folks, we're at that point again. We have got to upgrade the curriculums throughout the system, and I do believe with the teachers that we need to reward performance, but we need the right performance measures. And FCAT is not the right performance measures for educating students. Okay? No college out there cares what an FCAT score is. They want your nationalized standard test of ACT and SAT. Yes. And we do need much more science throughout the system in math, because that's what has proven is going to help them get in college and do better in college. And we need more internships in our high school and college curriculums. We put these students out in the workplace so they can see how competitive it is, the seriousness of the workplace, and understand what it takes to be there, and maybe establish a name for themselves. Again, I do believe we need to secure the borders. I support the Arizona law. I would also want to enforce it even more. Yeah. We are a peninsula with a coastline border. We want to make sure that's included as well. And I think we need to address the issue of the anchor babies. Now, when I've tried to pull this out, from what I can find, the Supreme Court has never ruled that someone born in this country of illegal immigrants is a citizen. Hasn't ever ruled on that. The 14th Amendment, from what I can see in it, only addresses that if you're born here, people that are here in a legal status, do you get U.S. citizenship? So the 14th Amendment does not say if you're born in the United States from people that are here illegally, that gives you the right of citizenship here. That may be the wiggle room that we need. People have figured out our weaknesses, and they're using them against us. Our good-heartedness, they're using our legal system against us. And we've got, you know what, folks? Everybody that's here has got to be here legally. If you want to be a U.S. citizen, you need to speak English. And if you're going to work here, you need to be in the tax system.
Yes.
Okay? Well, I'm getting the look over here that I may be running out of time. Okay? I can talk a lot, believe me. But I will be happy to entertain any questions you have. Again, I'm Mike McCalister. I'm the first name on the ballot. We're being very well received throughout the state. I've never run for office before, but people seem to be wanting a different option. They seem to be wanting something different than a wealthy executive and a career politician, and that's me. I'm the everyday guy like you, and just happen to have a pretty strong resume that will stand up against them toe-to-toe, any area, any subject, any day. I'll be happy to take your questions. Anybody?
I have a question.
I don't know what committee I'd sit on.
Back in the 90s, Florida passed a statute, legislation, that said English only in the state of Florida.
That's my understanding.
How do we enforce that?
Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, great. And you know what? I think we enforce all this with the 10th Amendment. Okay? The 10th Amendment, from what I understand and the Constitution I read, and again, where we run into problems there is the federal government with regulations, trying to tell the states what to do. Seems to me the 10th Amendment says if the Constitution does not specifically give a power to the federal government, that it belongs to the states and the people. Okay? We can enforce that, just like we can enforce a border law as well. Yes, ma'am. Not a hard one, though, okay?
No, it's not a hard one at all. Tom and Larry, having not run for office before, having not held a political office, started running right about a year ago, playing those seats, and you seem like a really well-qualified candidate, and I, gaining my vote. But you're jumping in kind of late for being
How do you know that? Because I'm not on TV, I'm not in the papers. I guess got to say, yeah, go ahead.
Well, 97 days, and you got a lot of people you got to get in front of. And was there a reason? Was that a calculated reason as to why maybe let all the trash go by the side and then jump in? Or?
It's a great question. Here's the thing, okay? I started looking at this last fall. Now, the sitting attorney general is going to be qualified to run, right? A guy with $250 million in the bank is going to get qualified to run. You can't go out and run for governor officially unless unless the state qualifies you. There were 5 or 6 of us on the Republican ticket besides those 2 that filed. They don't tell you till the middle Friday of June if you qualify and you can go run. I found out at 6 o'clock on Friday afternoon, whatever that June date was, 18th I think, something like that, I can go out and run for governor. Now the other thing is one guy's got the Republican Party in their pocketbooks. The other guy's got his own pocketbook. I cannot compete statewide with $50 million. So I made a decision, I'm not even going to try. I refuse to go ask people for their hard-earned money during this time for me to go on TV and try to compete with them on TV, and I know I can't. So we're doing grassroots. We're doing grassroots. And what we're saying to people is, you know what? Vote your conscience. You decide who you feel best about. You do not have to compromise where a lot of people said to me, I don't really want either one. I'm giving you that other option. Now, I got to tell you, I am convinced. I've been to Tea Party meetings in Boca. I sat next to Bill McCollum in Punta Gorda. Okay, I was in Ocala, 4 days in the pen. I'm already working. Just keep going. If the Tea Parties and the 912s were the only people who voted in this next election, I would be the governor of Florida. Yep. Okay, I believe that. Let me tell you the other thing. Come November, I have no doubt, and the people I've talked to statewide agree with me. When it comes up against Alex Sink, I don't have much baggage. I have no doubt in my mind, if I won the primary, I would do better against Alex Sink than either one of the other 2 guys because of what's going on, because of the TV commercials. So, but I waited because of the qualifying process. Yes.
Are you being invited to any debates?
We tried to get in the debates and they wouldn't let me in.
Oh.
Okay? And the Republican Party had a big say in that. I think we scared them just a little bit.
I'd say so.
Okay? But they don't scare us. That's why I'm here. And I know they don't scare you.
Could I suggest that you tell people that about the grant and you just finding out, because even Tea Partiers, I have a feeling, will say, I don't want to throw my vote away because he's too new. I like him, but I don't want to throw my vote away. So a suggestion is to tell him up front, I know it's late to the party, but they just let me into the party. They just open the door.
Well, and it's not really the party that does it, it's the state.
Well, the state.
Right, right. And the one guy is new in politics as well. And you can read about him all you want on Google. Okay? But it's a great point, and you're right.
Because I think everybody loves your positions, but if it's in their mind that it's kind of late, they don't want to throw their vote away. I don't believe in throwing the vote away. You vote your conscience. If everybody voted for you, you would get in, and then we wouldn't have to worry about throwing the vote away.
I agree with what you're saying. The only thing I can tell you is you're looking at 3 names. You can vote for me, the first name, or you can vote for one of the other 2. You've got to decide, how do you feel about the other 2? For me, voting for someone I do not feel good about, just so I could maybe say I voted for the winner, is throwing my vote away. Okay? For me. And I'm going to tell you right now, we don't know what's going to happen. Because there's still 4 weeks left. And I got a whole bunch of Tea Parties, and I'm telling you, the emails and the texting is starting to bounce around the state. Even so much so that today, my communications director was talking to the lady that runs the REC in Tampa. She says, you know, we're starting to get underlings of you. But as you all know, a lot of the counties have REC members in the Tea Party, and they're here to be there, and the word is getting back. But, yeah, guys, I would say to you, if you think I am the best one, vote for me. If you think Bill or Rick are better for some reason, you need to vote for them. Okay? But don't waste your vote. Vote for the person you think is best for this country, this state, and your family.
I just want to clear up one thing. I just want to make something clear because I'm sure I'm going to get lots of questions and emails on this. We did not know about Mike McCalister when we had our debate invitations out to Rick Scott and Bill McCollum for our debate that never happened because Rick Scott didn't show up. So I'm just letting y'all know that because I know I'm going to get all kinds of emails when I get home.